Park one day on a lovely afternoon in May. I was taken by surprise by a pair of roguish eyes while strolling through my fountain in my park. Moonlight, starlight, always kerosene. Oh, I never shall forget. Come over here. Over here's where we rehearsed it. Two hearts were molded into one. Please give us your kind applause. Hey, babe! Babe! Honey, come here a minute, will you? Come here.
What is it, hon?
Look! Them onions you planted the day before yesterday, they're up already.
Onions?
Yeah.
Where?
There.
Why, them are not onions.
No, what are they?
Why, they're toothpicks.
Toothpicks?
I put them there to show where the plants were set.
You know, I thought it was darn funny that them onions was coming up already.
They'll be up and ready to eat in about 2 weeks.
Hey, babe, who belongs to that cow over there in that lot?
Cow?
Yeah. You know, I'm going to get up early some morning and milk that cow.
Yes?
Yeah?
Well, you better take a good look before you try.
Yeah? Oh. Say, honey, you better get out of this sun. You'll get all freckled.
Oh, I'm all right. I was just thinking, Jim, it was just 15 years ago today that we made our last vow in South Bend, Indiana.
Hey, will I ever forget it? If I hadn't had a stiff neck that night, I'd have been bowing yet.
Oh, the public lost a great comic when they lost you, Jim.
Hey, you said a mouthful then, honey. And if it's any news to you, when you took your last bow, the best little lady in Vaudeville bowed out.
Oh, Jim.
Now, listen. I heard you singing just now. You're there then. Say, honey, how would you like to go back on the stage again? You know, babe, I have a notion we could knock 'em dead cold right in their seats right now. Get this. How's that?
Fine, you're just as good as ever. But what's this? How's that?
Babe, you just need a little grease in the cylinders, that's all. But say, babe, do you remember the old harmony we did in Vaudeville? I wonder if we remember. Let's try it. Oh, my baby, I can't leave you. It ain't no use to try. Come back, honey, with a bunch of money. I'll be there till I die. My true love, it's been tested. That's in my heart for you. Go here, go there, go any old where. And my baby, I'll go to.
Goodbye.
Wherever you inherited that temper of yours is a mystery to me. Your father and mother never had it.
Is that so?
You heard me.
Well, my father never treated my mother the way that you treat me.
Oh, put that hand down.
Oh?
I've got a good mind to give you a spanking.
You lay your hands on me if you dare.
Oh, shut up. You give me a pain.
You had it before you met me.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
None of your business. I'm...
Going back to your mother. I've heard that before.
Well, then hear it again. And when I tell my father how you treated me, well, you better keep out of his way. That's all.
Wait a minute. If you go out that door, you'll never see me again. Hey, wait a minute. Listen here. I'm not through talking to you. Come here.
Two telegrams, Mrs. Glenn.
2 telegrams?
Yes, ma'am. And would you sign here, please? And how is Mr. Glenn? I'm afraid I'm all right. He's afraid he's all right. That's funny, really. What's the matter?
I'm scared, Jim.
Scared of what?
There's 2 of them.
Well, go and open them. Maybe the booking office heard us rehearsing and want to book the act again.
Not from the booking office, Jim.
No, why not?
They didn't come collect.
Oh, well, open them anyway.
Listen, Jim, it's from Alice. I'm leaving Bob for good. Coming home. Arrive on the 5:10 this afternoon. Love.
Can you beat that? You can't even marry off a daughter permanently nowadays. Well, go on, open the other one. Maybe she's changed her mind.
This one is from Bob.
Yeah?
Want you to hear my side of the story. Arrive on the 5:10 this afternoon. Bob, Jim, they're leaving each other together.
Dave, do you remember what a big laugh that was for us in the act? Just exactly like it. If we must part, let us part together. Do you remember?
This is no laughing matter. The poor kids must be terribly unhappy. It looks serious.
Serious and noisy. They're coming here to fight it out for a finish, and I suppose I've got to referee the scrap.
Why, they've only been married a little more than a year. Now they're all set for the divorce court.
Ah, snap out of it. Babe, you're hanging over. What is it? Don't let it get you, bro. Just a lot of fireworks. Be over in a jiffy, and they'll just be as nice as pie again. All aboard!
We've been married 24 years this August, and we never thought of busting up once.
Well, I should say not. It would have busted up the act of glim and glim. Showstoppers, that's what they used to call us. Listen, if we ever played in a theater where they had an orchestra, babe, we'd have killed them. But at that, we saved enough money out of that Humpty Dumpty circuit to buy this little home.
It's your work that got the booking, Jim. Nobody could beat you putting over a punchline.
Ah, behave. When you used to walk out and strolling through the park and them bozos got a flash of you in them tights, they just naturally forgot they had home.
My shape wasn't bad in them days.
Well, I should say not. You had more curves than a scenic railroad. You still got them, only they're not quite so accurate as they used to be. I can't get over them kids.
I almost forgot about them. You know, young folks ain't like what they used to be. They ain't sensible like we was. Why, we wasn't always scrapping and brawling. Just take that time you've begun to fall for that red-headed dame that done the saloon dance. Remember? Why, even that didn't bust us up. We didn't even scrap about it.
No, all you done was ease up to that pie-faced mutt that played the anvil chorus on them empty beer bottles, and then when we got off of that Humpty Dumpty circuit, we just naturally forgot all about them home records.
Poor Alice and Bob. They ain't sensible like we was.
No, they're just plain dumbbells.
If they could only realize how foolish it is to fight, and how ridiculous it looks to anyone looking on. But not to them that's doing the scrapping.
Babe, I got a whiz of an idea. You just give it to me. Now, here's Bob and Alice scrapping and making fools of themselves, but they don't know it. But what I aim to do is to show them.
What chance you got? Let them fight it out. Telling them how foolish they are only makes them worse.
I don't intend to tell them. Just show them. Let them see themselves as others see them.
I don't get you, Jim.
Well, get this. They bounce in here, and each one of them begins to tell us how wrong the other is. We listen, see? Then we take sides. You take Alice's side, and I take Bob's side. I'm for Bob, and you're for Alice, see?
But, Jim.
Ah, listen. Let me set the stage for you. When we take sides, we get all excited, you understand? And we go back at one another, hammer and tongs. Finally, we get at so hard, we begin calling one another names, see?
I'll do nothing of the sort, call you names.
Ah, babe, listen, we're only acting. We don't mean it. It's a cinch. As soon as they see us scrapping, we'll go at it so hard that they'll get so interested they'll forget all about their own fight, you see, and we keep it a bang, bang, bang until we bring them together. Then we let them bring us together, see?
But, honey, what do we fight about?
Oh, anything. Make up things as we go along. You know, they ought to be here now. We've got no time for rehearsal. That 5:10's in. Say, we ought to put this over great. Two old-timers like you and me.
But what kind of names had I better call you?
Oh,
What?
Oh, something dirty. Something good and dirty.
Mud, how's that?
Now, don't get funny. Mud. Call me something I can't wash off.
All right. How's this? Who's a harebrained ninny? You call me that again and I'll wipe up the floor with you, you white-livered son of a...
Hey, nix, babe. You're going too far.
Son of a sea cook? How's that for a starter?
Starter? Okay, but where are you going to finish?
Well, then I could throw something as a grand wind-up.
Say, that's a whiz of an idea. Oh, what a bang of an idea. Is this worth much?
Worth much? Sure it is. Why, don't you remember, hon? You bought me that the day we was married in Lima, Ohio.
Well, we wasn't married in Lima High. We was engaged in Lima and married in Sandusky.
It was Lima.
Lima, it might have been.
I always loved that vase because you gave it to me.
Well, we can't use that. Thank you. How about that bust of Solomon?
Uncle John gave us that for our 20th anniversary.
Then it isn't worth a thin dime. Say, you give me the high sign and let it fly. I'll be standing there in front of the fireplace. You know, we don't want to break any mirrors.
Nothing doing, hon. I might aim wrong and hit you.
What's the matter? You think I'm too old to duck? You let it fly, and babe, if that don't bring them together, nothing will. Here they are. Remember, babe, play the part and make it strong.
Jim, I have to.
Too late now, honey. The curtain's up. The show must go on. Remember, babe, keep it going.
Daddy.
Glad to see you, kitty.
Mother.
My baby.
Bob, my boy, glad to see you. Let me take your hat. Make yourself right at home.
Glad to see you, Mr. Flynn.
Yeah? That's good.
He followed me. Daddy, I refuse to stay in the same room with that man. I've left him. He follows me here again, and I will.
I came here in self-defense, and I don't intend to allow her to tell anything but the truth.
I'm going to get a divorce right away. I refuse to be beaten by any man.
He struck you?
I never struck her in my life. Tell him the truth. Did I ever strike you?
You bet your life you did. I left before you had the chance.
There you are. She admits it.
Didn't you say you'd like to give me a good sock in the jaw?
I did.
You did too.
Bob, my boy, I believe you. If you said you never hit her, you never hit her.
Alice never said he hit her. She said he would have, only she wouldn't let him.
How do you know? Was you there?
Say, what are you sticking your ugly mush in this for?
Well, it's my mush. I guess I'll stick it where I like. I have as much right in this as you have.
Since when?
Since when what?
Just since when? That's when, you dumbbell.
Since I met you, that's when. You nag me dizzy. You're always picking on me.
I nag you. Why, you white-livered son of a...
Yeah, one more crack like that and I'll smash you right on the jaw.
Oh, you will. And what will I be doing in the meantime while you're smashing? You don't see any help the cripple sign on me, do you?
Just one more chirp out of you and I'll hang this right on your beak.
Father, Mother, you don't realize what you're saying.
You keep out of this. I'm getting darn tired of your nasty tongue.
Oh, you are you?
Yes, I are you?
Don't you push me, you big bum.
Who's a bum?
Hey, you're getting kind of rough, ain't
Yes,
you?
Dad, you're going too far.
You keep out of this.
Father, Mother, this has to stop. Mother, aren't you ashamed of yourself? I never knew you and Father carried on like this. You never used to fight.
What do you know what went on behind your back? You don't know what I've had to put up with when you're out of sight. Why, your father is as faithful as a bootlegger.
Mother, what are you saying?
You heard me. He's as faithful as a sailor on shore leaving Singapore.
Mother!
Ask him about that red-headed saloon dance in Milwaukee, Chicago, Cincinnati, and Kansas City. Go on and ask him.
Dave, you're going too far.
Don't you babe me. And don't try to pull the old sheep feathers over my eyes, neither. Oh, you never fooled me, brother. Why, you fell for that socialist like a ton of bricks.
Socialist? What socialist?
Yes, that's what she was. A friend to all mankind.
Trying to run down a lady's reputation, ain't you?
Say, when you met her, her reputation was 2 miles lower than an oil well.
She was a lady.
Of frog hair. When she came out to do her salon dance, there was no mistaking her for a woman.
You was no shrinking violet when you bounced out in them tights.
Them tights and what was in them is what put over the act, small boy.
Yes, and won the love of that squint-eyed bozo that played the anvil chorus on them empty beer bottles.
Don't you get personal with me, Jim Glim.
I suppose you deny it.
You bet your sweet life I deny it. And don't try to run down that artist, neither. He was a gentleman in every sense of the word. Educated and sober.
Sober, eh? Sober? Well, if he was, where did he get all them empty beer bottles?
I suppose that red-headed dancer was a college graduate. graduate. Wake up, Boyle. You're coming to a head.
Pop, Mom, this is terrible.
You get out of this. You shut up or...
Or what?
You'll see what.
Bob, dear, we've got to do something to stop this. Help me.
Oh, Pop, will you stop this? We can't go on with this any longer.
You keep out of this. Let me at her. I'll show her.
Oh, you'll show me something, will you? Well,
Hey, don't you dare throw that.
Oh, now look what you've done. Oh, after all this fighting, I knew something like this would happen. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Come on, baby. Oh, sit down here, honey. Oh, are you all right?
Oh, Bob, dear, wasn't it awful?
Of course it was awful. Now, don't you see how silly it is to fight?
We'll never fight like that again, will we?
Never.
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 Well, they made it up.
so it seems.
Oh, you put it over great, babe.
You wasn't so bad yourself.
You didn't mean everything you said, did you?
Well,
Well, the reason I asked was on account of that wedding present I made you in Sandusky. I mean Lima. I thought you was kind of sweet on that.
I picked up the wrong one, I guess.
Yeah. Sure you didn't lose your temper just a little?
Well, you said a few things that were not exactly necessary.
Ah, forget it, honey. The kids are all made. Everything's okay.
I think the whole thing done us both a lot of good.
Yeah? How's that?
Jim, I've been wanting to tell you what I thought of that red-headed hussy for 20 years.
Atta girl. While strolling through the park one day, on a lovely afternoon in May, I was taken by surprise by a pair of roguish eyes. While strolling through my fountain in my park,